Pokémon Scarlet and Violet are the newest entries in the Pokemon franchise set to release and follow this year. With each new generation comes its own set of new Pokemon. Having a region based on Spain gives us a lot to think about, and from the Route 1 Eroded to the new Pseudo Legendary, we are expected to get a batch of new Pokemon. Hi, my name is Nintendo, and today we're going to go over 10 Pokemon inspirations that I hope to see in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And without further ado, let's dive into it. First up is an obvious pick being the Iberian lynx. Being native to the Iberian Peninsula, it seems like a perfect choice. Normally, it would be a great early game feline Pokemon like Shinx, Skitty, or Purloin, but since this time around we have Sprigatito as our grass starter Pokemon, it seems only natural to have Sprigatito evolve into one, right? I think it will be a really fast and agile lynx Pokemon, and given Sprigatito's coloration, I feel like Grass Fairy would be an ideal typing for it. Since surprisingly, while researching this video, it turns out we don't really have that many grass and fairy types. Let's just hope that Game Freak decides to keep it on all fours this time around. You really don't need a grass incineroar. Second up on our list is a very cool animal that a friend recommended to me. The Pyrenean dustman is a semi-aquatic animal. This species resides in the north and central parts of Spain and Portugal. These little guys are known for their strong swimming skills, being good at climbing, and being great divers into mud and other things to search for food. They also have pretty cute noses. All of these characteristics combined makes them prime contenders to get the ground and water typing. I think it would be really cool to run around in caves or swamps and see these guys swimming around. Plus, they're adorable. Come on, Game Freak. Next up in our number 3 spot is an amphibian creature known as the Halamorali or Iberian tree frog for English speaking people like myself. Now, I know, we already have a lot of frog Pokemon. I mean, we just got Toxtricity last generation, but hear me out. Wouldn't it be cool if we're walking around a region, we see a tree, you walk up and shake it, and instead of a squirrel, this guy pops out. I mean, I can imagine him having the Halamorali characteristics and doing a huge puff up of his lower half to intimidate us as an attack animation, or maybe just his animation in game. But what do you guys think? Again, I think he would be a great contender for a grass or water type, and to be honest, info on this guy was really hard to come by, so I'm just going based off what I've read, and to be honest, I just want another frog Pokemon. There's never enough frog Pokemon, so yeah, come on, Game Freak. Number 4 is an animal who I feel would be a great potential regional bird Pokemon, that being the Bluca Finch. Native to the Canary Islands, these guys like to live in the mountains, but other than that, they don't really seem to have any other unique characteristics, so I was thinking maybe a pure flying type or maybe flying rock since it's a mountainous bird. One interesting tidbit about them is that they have distinct gender differences between male and female, males being more blue and gray with a stronger bill, while females have a gray-brown with a thicker and longer bill. There, of course, are more characteristics than that, but I won't dive much into it. But it would be cool to have another bird with gender differences, except this time let's make them cooler and actually stronger. I'm looking at you, one pheasant. Alright, now we're going to get into some possible bug type territory. That's right, number 5 on this list is the Groceria Isabelle or the Spanish smooth moth. And let me tell you, these moths are absolutely wild. Not only do they have distinct gender differences, making them a contender for a gender difference Pokemon, but the pattern on their wings look like that of the moon itself, making these Spanish smooth moths scream bug psychic type to me. And if they want to, they can go an extra mile and give the patterns on their wings the phases of the moon. I think that would be a really cool distinction to show that there are more out there and we can hunt these. And if they have a possible shiny, if the phases of their moon look like that of a waxing or waning moon, that would be amazing. I really enjoy hunting the Vivillon patterns back in X and Y, and I kind of want something similar to that, but preferably on a lesser scale. That would be amazing if they actually did that though. Okay, so upon actually researching this list, I found out that Spain is home to a lot of different species of vipers. So number 6 on this list is the one that stood out to me the most, that being the Ceonus viper. I think one would be a really cool Pokemon with their rugged skin, vertically split pupils, and a triangular head. The idea I was going for was a viper with a very pointy head like an arrow, kind of a pun like Sandaconda was, looking like a tornado. A typing I was thinking of would be a ground poison or poison dragon type like Eternatus, but I believe that ground poison seems like it's most likely to happen. The only thing making me feel iffy about this Pokemon actually existing is the fact that in the trailer we saw a Viper with his amazing textures, so I don't think they would add 2 Vipers in one game, but anything's possible. Next up on the list is Camellia Chameleon. Now, along with Kecleon, I think these two will make a perfect dynamic duo. That is, if Kecleon is in a game. And if not, Camellia Chameleon will make a really great replacement or regional variant. That being said, these chameleons are kind of the opposite of your run-of-the-mill chameleons, as they like to run out and defend their territory by flashing their colors in front of potential prey or competitors, which I think would be a perfect gimmick for a Pokemon, a brave chameleon that likes to run around and fight and change its colors as an intimidation method. It's also a really strong borer, so I feel like ground type will be the perfect typing for it. There's a lot of ground types on this list, I know, but to even it out, maybe a normal typing as well. I don't really think normal and ground are actually a thing, but considering the fact that this is just a chameleon and not a, say, furry animal, I feel like just plain ground type would do it some good. Either way, I would love to add a new chameleon Pokemon to the roster. And now our number 8 spot, we have the Iberian wolf. Took us long enough to get here, but you should have saw this coming if you're from Iberia. The Iberian wolf is mostly described as a nocturnal wolf, which to me screams dark type, just like Midnight Lycanroc, and are said to have fierce fights to establish leaders, which kind of sounds typical for wolves, so I think the fighting type would also be a great add-on, or it kind of wants me to give it a ice type, since they do gain this really cool winter coat when it gets wintertime, and I feel like the first stage will probably be a small normal cub or a small dark cub. Either way, there really isn't much to say about these guys. They do exhibit typical wolf behavior, so considering the fact that we already have a lot of wolf Pokemon, as cool as these guys would be, I kind of don't think they're needed, but they are something that I would expect to see considering the fact that Iberia has such a large variety of wildlife. So that's kind of all there is to say about this guy. Onwards to number 9, our penultimate pick. Our penultimate entry on our list is the Iberian Ibex. These guys are freaking amazing looking. I mean, look at the size of the horns that the males can have. Anyways, these guys have the potential to be a really good and bulky rock and grass type Pokemon. I say rock type because they do dwell in the mountainous regions of Spain. And I say grass type because, well, they're herbivores, and I feel like having a grass and rock type will add some really cool variety on this list. So yeah, that's pretty much it for those. I'm not that well versed in competitive, but I'm pretty sure if these guys were to enter that scene, they'll probably hit. I mean, a fast and bulky goat Pokemon seems like an amazing deal and something hard to beat. As much as I love Go-Go, if these guys were to become Pokemon, they would completely blow him out of the water in terms of design and just sheer competitiveness. Let's hope that Go-Go does come back though. I really like him as a Pokemon. And for our final entry on this list is one I don't expect that many people to see coming. It's an animal that a lot of people probably haven't heard of, but that alone is a good reason to share it with you all. But among every animal listed here, I feel like the pineal epolis or the noble pinshell would be a perfect concept for a Pokemon to be added in Violet and Pearl. If you guys don't know, the pineal epolis is a large species of Mediterranean clown that is huge compared to a normal sized one. But as amazing as these guys are, they are being faced with extinction like many other animals listed here. And as for typing, they can go 2 possible routes with this concept. They can make it a water rock type to go with the fact that it likes to be stationary in the ground and catch its prey, or it can go with the more water poison look to show its contaminated nature whenever it's infected by human chemicals, which, as dark as that sounds, we do have Galarian Cursula and Corsola to show a dying coral reef. So Game Freak themselves have shown us in the past that they aren't scared to shy away from real world inspirations for very dark scenarios. Either way, I would love to see this as a Pokemon, rather it's a good representation or a bad representation, but as long as people get to see this amazing aquatic life be represented, I'm all for it. Just please don't make it be a poison type. People might not get it at first, but for those that do, it's kind of dark, Game Freak. And so there you have it. Those are my top 10 Pokemon that I would like to see appear in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. What do you think? Do you agree or disagree with my picks? If I got anything wrong, please correct me in the comment section down below. Also, I hope you guys like this new editing style that I'm trying out. Any critique on it would be really appreciated as well. Also, one last thing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell. My name's Nintendo. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys when I see you.